Hello, Tom Hegna here. I wanted to give you my 2014 economic update, and I would encourage you to watch the 2013 economic update because there's not that much of a change, all right? When I look around the world, what I'm still seeing are three big D's and two little D's. And the first big D is debt. Everywhere I look, I see debt. We're now over $17 trillion in debt. Our debt is climbing at $2 to $3 billion every day. Plus, we're printing $3 billion every day that could continue indefinitely. But we're not the only ones in debt. Europe's in debt. Greece is basically insolvent. Last year, I talked about Japan and how Japan could be entering a very dangerous phase, that their debt to GDP is much higher than Greece, and Greece is insolvent. China's having debt issues as well. The state and local governments are loaded up to their ears with debt. New York is broke. New Jersey is broke. California is broke. Illinois is basically insolvent. Well, look, when you're in debt, eventually you have to get out of debt. That's called deleveraging. So the first big D is debt. The second big D is deleveraging. Now, some of you have been in debt. You've had student loan debt. You've had credit card debt. What happens when you're paying off debt? What aren't you doing with that money? You're not spending it. You're not investing it. It's very bad on the economy to deleverage. Well, how does a government deleverage? Well, there's really three ways. They only ever talk about two: raise taxes and cut spending. And when you raise taxes and cut spending, it's very damaging to the economy. It's very deflationary. The third big D is demographics. The fact that we're getting old. Europe is old. Japan is very, very old. China will get old before they get rich. What happens when you get old? Your spending literally goes off a cliff. Think about it. How much money do your grandparents spend? Almost nothing. Well, that's going to be you in 30 years, all right? And so for the last 50 years, those baby boomers, those 78 million baby boomers, have literally driven this economy. It's about me and more and bigger and better, and me and more and bigger and better. Well, now the baby boomers are literally over the hill. They're over age 50. And so if you think about it now, just think about this. Every morning when you're having that cup of coffee, we're going in debt $2 to $3 billion. Ben Bernanke's printing $3 billion, or Janet Yellen. It will happen sometime in 2014. And every baby boomer you know is going to spend less and less and less every single day for the rest of your lives. Europe is going to spend less and less and less every single day for the rest of your lives. Japan is going to spend less and less and less every single day for the rest of your lives. So you've got debt, deleveraging, and demographics that's going to cause deflationary, not inflationary, deflationary pressures for decades. So look, I get it. The Fed has been printing money like crazy, and that printing of money would normally not just be inflationary, it would be hyperinflationary. But these are not normal times. There's no money velocity on that printing of the money, and you've got debt, deleveraging, and demographics that's putting huge deflationary pressures. Now, here's something a little different for 2014 from 2013, and that is, at some point they're going to taper and they're going to start printing less money. Well, we saw what happened in 2013 when they even thought they were going to taper. Interest rates spiked. Well, a lot of people think interest rates are going to head much higher from here when they stop printing money. I don't believe that will be the case. I believe interest rates will go up a little bit, but interest rates will stay at a very low level, because if interest rates spiked and went way up, this economy could not stand it, and the economy would enter a deflationary or depressionary cycle, and interest rates would come right back down again. So I don't see high interest rates for the foreseeable future. In fact, people say these are low interest rate environment. I don't think so. I think this is the new interest rate environment. These are new interest rates. They're not low interest rates. And I think you're going to see these lower new interest rates for a very, very long time. Now, one thing that I think has proven true is my prediction last year that, this end of America tapes and all these things that we're going to lose the reserve currency status in the United States, that never came to be. And I said it wouldn't come to be because I said, if you're not going to use dollars, what would you use? You're going to use euros? You're going to use Chinese currency? You're going to use Japanese yen? No. You're going to shave off gold to buy bread? No. And so I still don't see anything out there that could take that reserve currency status away from us. I am very concerned about it. I'm not saying it couldn't happen. I'm saying I don't see anything in the near term. So what I predict for 2014 are continued low interest rates. You may see a little blip when the taper comes, but I don't think you're going to see a huge spike. And if interest rates did spike, it would cause a problem in the economy and interest rates would come right back down. I think we're seeing low interest rates for a long, long, long time.